Okay, I'm going to ask you a couple questions about recycling and landfills.
Okay.
Do you have any suggestions on how to reduce the amount of waste we produce?
You mean other than recycling, or
Yes.
can that be my answer?
Recycling can be an answer, but if you could elaborate a little bit, like what recycling is and...
Well, the purpose of recycling is to reduce waste and to take certain materials, separate it, and use it again. Most importantly, plastics, since they're not biodegradable, and they can be crushed up and made into so many different things. So plastics is the number one thing, and the avoidance of using things that cannot be recycled, like styrofoam.
Why is it that some people do not recycle?
I think there's a lot of different reasons. I don't think anybody's anti-recycling, first of all. I think a big reason why people don't recycle is because it requires a little bit of work. And if it's not required, people aren't going to do that. Those two things, just the fact that it requires work and it's not required.
Why is it so important to recycle?
Again,
Just to limit the amount of waste. I guess you already said that.
Yeah, I mean, because it's not only to reduce landfills, but it's also just a smart thing to do as far as not using up natural resources that we need to make these plastics. We don't need to keep making them when we can use the same little chunk of plastic 4 different times. I mean, eventually it has to be thrown away. I understand that. But it's not just the landfills. I mean, that's most important. But we still have to make that plastic to begin with, and we use natural resources to do that.
Okay. Well, why do we have landfills, and are they really necessary?
Well, my understanding of why we have them is because where else are we? I mean, you can't shoot it to the moon. It was just a easy place to put everybody's waste outside of a town, outside of a city, or whatever. And then when that certain land contract is up and it gets too big or encroaches on private property, they just fill it over. And sometimes they become golf courses. And then all that, So my understanding of landfills is just because where else are we going to put it?
Yeah, for sure. What will happen if we run out of space to build new landfills?
That's a huge question. Whatever it is, it can't be good because we're either going to have to find somewhere else to do it. I don't know. Start shooting our trash to the moon, or we're going to be forced to go back to those landfills and then at that point do something about it. Go back in there and drudge through it or whatever. I really don't know, to tell you the truth. I know it just can't be good.
Yeah, for sure.
The more landfills we have, the more this cruddy, corroded material is seeping down into the water tables and into the soil, and it's going to affect a lot of people. We'll be China, we'll be India, where rivers are on fire.
Okay, sweet. That's all I got.